Okay. Here we have a 612cc Royal Enfield, which started life as a 500, and I rebuilt the engine with all the parts to make it into a 612. The owner, who then put the engine back into the bike and brought the bike here for me to get going. He calls it a Slowpoke, and it's a very low rider, and you can see that if I hold it up, there's not much room between the ground and underneath the frame and the engine, and you do have to be a bit careful when you go around corners, or if there's speed bumps in the road you have to pay particular attention to them and go very slowly, just in case they're big enough to make you stop dead. But other than that, it's a fun bike to ride. It pulls really well as a 612, although I had to modify the piston a little bit because when I put it together the compression ratio was just too high on it, and I don't know if you can see I used all the spacers up for the cylinder barrel that came with the kit, and I was still getting about 11 to 1 compression, so I machined the crown of the piston down in the lathe a little and I got it to just over 9 to 1, which is still a bit on the high side, but it's okay. And I've been out on it today. I've been to mot'd, which is about 25 miles from here, to get an MOT on it, which it passed, and then I went to Aeron to run an errand to collect some other Royal Enfield parts, a cylinder that was being rebored, and racked up another 48 miles there and back, so it's just short of 100 miles now on the running in, although the speedometer shows 72 to 73 miles, but it's reading low and slow, and in fact I know I was doing a lot more than 40 miles an hour when it was only showing that, so the clock and the drive on the wheel are not really compatible to each other. Started up, got these nice old-fashioned inverted levers for the controls, just like the sort of pre-First World War machines. They're quite easy to use. Make sure I start it up now. Ignition switch on it because it was intended to run without a battery, but there isn't quite enough oomph coming out the alternator at the sort of speed you can kick start it with all this compression to make it run. So I've added this battery, and there's no switch, so I have to actually take the fuse out to disconnect the live feed at the moment. The owner might like to put the switch in there. I think that'll do us.